Hello and welcome to what is not another drunken discussion because today I have a coffee. Shout out Dutch Bros. So today I'm just going to be talking about things that grind my gears. The thing that probably grinds my gears the most nowadays, and that is these Meta Glasses videos. And I hate them for like one really specific reason that I think that pisses me off the most. And that is that all of them, for some reason, well, I know why, but all of them will have, oh, well, let me cash your shit on a rain bet real quickly, and it's like the fucking most stupidest fucking game you've ever seen that is clearly rigged, and whatever, right? And like, oh, I lost, all right, whatever, some bullshit, right? And I think that pisses me off the most because like, I'm gonna break it down for you real quickly. There's four types of Meta Glasses videos. There's the fake Riz, POVs, the fake pranks, the semi prank fakes or semi fake pranks that are very clearly staged and supposed to go one way, but maybe the person does this, does other some shit. And then there's this straight up like nuisancy and like criminal behavior to retail workers and fast food workers, which I like the least because right, like don't get me wrong, as a former fast food employee, it can be funny if you go in there and try to fuck with them. But like if you do it in like a nice manner and it's actually like pretty funny, then you might get like free shit out of it, right? Like there's this guy, right, who came up to the window and he was like, "Yo, I'll play rock paper scissors for you for the whole order. You beat me, I'll pay. I beat you, it's free." And I was like, "I can't do that. Your shit's $40. I will play you for these two drinks that I see right here on the screen." And he's like, "All right, bet." Beat his ass, made his ass pay, right? But like that's cool. He came by like a couple days later. I recognized him. I was like, "Yo, I'll just give you your free drink because you're a cool guy." Right? Taco Bell, don't sue me. It was $4 fucking. Picture Perfect Annihilator. Shit goes incredible. A lot of the videos are fake, right? But I'm like, it's fine because like whatever, right? But the amount of times I have said to myself, if I'm in a public setting and I see one of these glasses with that fucking dot beaming in my face, I'm going to punch you in the face. You don't have to do anything to me. You don't even have to pull out the fucking rain bet on your phone. It's just gonna happen, right? Because A, cool clip for you, right? Congratulations, you got your clip. Second of all, you're gonna pull some bullshit and you need to get punched in the face. Because that's not, if you wear those Meta glasses recording in a mall, your plan is to get punched in the face. Is it not? Is it not? Because you go up to these people and you try to do shit that aggravate them and you're like, oh, I get rage baited. No, you're not rage baiting. You're just being a dick. One thing I think that can like help is if I'm a business owner, I'm just not letting these fuckers in with these glasses. Plain and simple. You are not allowed in my place of business if you are wearing Meta glasses. Because, or at least ones that are recording. Because if you're wearing those, like, I don't know, it's just so like, and now like there's so many people out there that when like something happens for them, the first thing they do is they're gonna look at your face and see, like if you're wearing glasses and you're fucking with somebody, right? First thing they're gonna do is like see if it's Meta glasses. If so, stop engaging with those people immediately. Like I don't know, like. And two, like when people are getting fucked with and they're not wearing glasses, the first thing somebody does is like, just to make sure they're not being recorded. Another thing that pisses me off, and this is separate to the Meta Glasses videos. Rage bait live streamers or clip farming live streamers, right? I wouldn't even say it's rage bait. I would say it's more like clip farming and like just being stupid because you think it's funny. Jason the Ween, don't get me wrong. Some of his clips are funny, right? When he's interacting with other people in the room and is making jokes. When he's asking a question like, where does air come from? And then being like, oh, I thought it came from farts or some bullshit like that. That's just stupid. That's not funny. I don't care that that joke is meant for the 8-year-olds that watch your stream that aren't supposed to be on Twitch. I don't fucking care. You just sound stupid. And now, because of that, it has popped up on my feed, and now I need to see it. Why? Why? Make better content. Be funnier. Fuck. I say this because, like, I tried to watch one of his videos. It was like a 20-minute video, right, of him like talking to somebody, and he like asked a very obvious question, right? And it's not like a question. It's not like an obvious question in the sense of like, oh, everybody should know it, but it's like it's an obvious question to the person he's asking, right? And he's just like, and instead of like, it feels like instead of listening to whoever he's talking to, he's just reading chat. And I'm like, I get it. You want to be an inclusive streamer, like you want it, you want it to be an interactive stream. But for me personally, that interaction is like, hey, have that interaction. I want to know what this guy's thinking. I want the topic of discussion. I want it to happen. I like to see the debate. I like to see the ideas bounce off people's brains. That's what I like to see, instead of you just being like, yeah, yeah, W Mans. Talk to this guy that's in the room next to you that's talking to you, man. Stop being a dick. Another thing that grinds my gears. Los Polos TV. No personal, actually the personal shade of Los Polos TV here. It is the most shameless shit I have ever seen in my entire life. Los Polos TV used to make low-key, dumb-ass 2K videos, right? I never was really a fan of Los Polos TV back in the day. I watched him in like 2Hype and shit like that. Wasn't really his biggest fan. He hops on stream, will look at his chat, and read out the most obscene messages sent to him, right? And be like, that's not funny. When 9 times out of 10, it is a pretty funny joke they're making about you and how fat you are. And B, right? Like, if you're like, dude, those jokes aren't funny, like, don't say them. Don't read them! Don't fucking read them! What are you doing? What are you doing? First of all, you're on the internet. If you tell somebody don't do something, they're gonna fucking do it, right? Second of all, if you don't want that, like, oh, stop calling me fat, guys, I'm not fucking tubby, stop reading it. Stop reading it. Stop giving them entertainment. Like, it's the biggest, I know that's his content, that's how he makes money, because he gets people to dono to him that make fun of him, and then he gets a $10 dono. I get it, I understand it. But it hurts my soul, because I'm just like, you're just selling out like your dignity, like really, like that's what we're really doing for dollars here. And it's painful to me, because I think like Bam Adebayo, right? Like, ethical buckets, right? For 3/4 of a basketball game. God forbid man wants to put up another fucking 12 points with 12 minutes to go. Right? It's not ethical. It has to happen though, right? Like somebody had to do it eventually. Somebody had to be unethical to break those records. Wilt Chamberlain had to be unethical to get to 100 points, right? Some people have to be unethical to get their bread. If you want to sell out your dignity and let people call you fat for fucking millions of dollars, go right ahead. I'm not stopping you. I will criticize you though, because that is a criticizable offense, is it not? Me talking to a camera by myself to 4 people that are going to watch this video, that's a criticizable offense. I'm spending time out of my day to yap to 4 people about shit that they don't care about. That's a criticizable offense, but I'm still going to do it. I sound like the biggest hypocrite right now. I'm going to criticize it because I can't dig like that. I don't know. I can't dig that. Like, different topic. Another one that really grinds my gears is LED lights, like the headlights, right? If you have driven in the past 2 years, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll be driving on a slightly lit road, right? You'll be driving, trying not to crash the car, kill you and everybody that's inside, and all of a sudden you'll get hit with this shit. What are we doing? Turn that shit down. Now, here's my theory, right? I don't think these people have overly bright lights for the fun of the game. Some people do, right? I saw a video of this guy that was driving a Jeep, and he was driving, right? And he was tailgating this guy, and he was, flashing his high beams, right? And then he, there's this bar that is, the brightest, brighter than the fucking sun, essentially. And he lit it, and it, lit up the guy's car. It lit up, you can see inside it was insane, absolutely insane video. And my car used to have one of those, and I thought it was cool because I would turn it on, right? In the woods, right? I would turn that shit on, and you can see the fucking chipmunks on the fucking trees 2 miles that way. It was cool. Never in my life would I use it driving, right? Any like driving on like an actual road. Besides the point. Here's my game theory. I firmly believe that all of these people, they have their headlights on auto. When you do that, it gives the car the ability to turn on the high beams for you. Auto. The car doesn't register to turn them bitches off when other cars drive past you. Because it sometimes does the complete opposite. Because one time I was driving, right? There's this very dark road in my town. And if you drive it, the freeway is maybe 200 feet this way, right? So when you're driving, right, you're getting the light from the freeway onto this road, and that's kind of how you can see. You don't really need to use your high beams. Sometimes when it's like 1 a.m., you kind of need to use your high beams, right, a little bit. I'm driving on this road, and I see this car's light, and I'm like, okay, another car's on the road. Love it. As they get closer, the lights turn on. Boom. I cannot fucking see anything. They pass me. I look in my mirror because I'm curious. Those high beams did not turn off. He didn't flash me for the love of the game thinking it was a funny joke. No, he turned that shit on and kept it on. You know what? That's not how you play the game. That's not how you play the game. You if you're gonna do that, right? You flash somebody, you turn it on, you turn it off. It's called a flash. Okay, so this is actually post-credit scene right here, kind of. I'm gonna put it. I did not give a lot of context to the story. So the road that they turned off from was street lights and like traffic lights, right? Like, you know, a nicely lit road. They turn onto my road and it's fucking rock bottom from goddamn SpongeBob. And all of a sudden, when they turn onto my road, their high beams flash on, even though it's a dim light, but there's a light on the road, and then my car's lights. So their headlights are like, or their high beams, their auto high beams are like, this is not enough light. So they shine their brights at me. I get flashed. I can't see dick. Terrible. Cut off auto. Like it's such a great feature. It is so stupid that it's allowed to automatically put on your high beams. Stupid. So stupid. And it's so stupid. Because like even if you drive on the freeway, right? The freeway is for the most part well lit. People still drive with their fucking high beams on the fucking freeway. What the fuck are we doing? Why? It's so unnecessary. And then there's people, right? There's people who's like left headlight will like break out. So they'll only drive with their fucking high beams on. Kill your. I don't think these people like their regular headlights are on, because sometimes when I drive past them, I'll see like you know the headlights on. And then the 4 lights that are surrounding it and underneath it are also on. I'm like, that's unnecessary. Why are those on? Why? Answer me. Okay, you know what? I will talk about this. This is another thing that pisses me off. People that play MLB The Show that don't understand the game of baseball and how it truly works. Because the amount of times I have seen like these content creators that will play a game and we'll have a perfect like line out or a perfect ground out or some shit, right? And it'll be like, it's a perfect. How is it not a 500-foot home run? That's not how baseball is played. You can have the greatest contact in the world. You can make the best contact you ever made, the highest exit velocity you ever hit, and it'd be right to somebody and be an out. That's how baseball's played. And then they'll get even more pissed off when they're pitching and people get bloop singles and bloop hits, right? Or take a pitch away the opposite way into the gap, right? And they're like, how did he hit that pitch? It was out of the zone. That's baseball. Like that happens. You know, you can score 5-6 runs a game without, you know, hitting a ball harder than 90 miles per hour that is a hit. You know, you can lose a game hitting 2 home runs and you know like I don't know. It pisses me off because I'm like, I get it, like when you get like 5 perfects and none of them are a home run, or like all of them are outs. Like I get that a little bit to an extent because like, you know, you're playing the game right, or like another thing that happens like you make good contact and it's a line drive and you're like, oh, how is that not a home run? I made such good contact. I'm like, yeah, your PCI is up here, the ball's down here. That's physics. Your bat is coming right here, so you're hitting the ball on top. It's physics. So if you lower your PCI a little bit, hit the ball on the bottom. That ball's a homer. Physics. I have spoken. That's really all I got to talk about. I wasn't planning on really making another one of these, but just more shit just fucking grinds my gears and pisses me off. If I find more stuff to talk about, if I find 3 more things to talk about that really piss me off, I'll get on here and talk. I don't know. I can't. I feel like I'm not gonna talk about one thing anymore. I'm not moist critical, to be fair. Like, love his content, not trying to rip the guy. So if I find more than one thing, 2 things even to talk about, I'll let you guys know. It's been real. It's been fun. Fucking hate this place.